Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the 358 Modifieds here at the dirt track of Charlotte. We didn't get a very good lap in practice. I was around people the whole time, but the fastest I've gotten to is like a 370 around. I'm hoping to get into the fours at least because track position means a ton at this track, it seems like. In these cars at least, because it is so tough to pass in these cars. Track position is going to mean a lot. So hopefully we can get a pretty good starting spot up here. Try to get as much of a run into this lap as we can. In these cars, I feel confident being able to throw it near the wall. But the bottom's going to be fast in the beginning, then we're slowly going to move up to the wall. These cars really tear up the track, which makes it a lot of fun. Felt like a decent lap there, not amazing though. I ran a 4 at least, 4:59. I wanted to be in the 4s. Track is worn out a little bit. Came in not like super clean, but not super worn out at all. As you can see, like we've barely worn it out. But it didn't come in clean at all. So there was the line at the top, and then we kind of just started working in the bottom. That's basically all we've done so far. But so far we are 4th. That's not too bad. At least we'll be starting somewhat up front. 12 guys in this race for car number 2. Hopefully we could keep with our spot, because I'd be happy starting 4th at least, because at least we're in the top 2 rows. We can see the leader pretty easily, but we got a couple guys left to qualify, so I'll pick it up and we're getting ready to go green. Alright, qualifying is over. We held 4th, which is nice, and I figured out what happened when I ran the cup and trucks when it said I was D2, because I remember I was D1 on the dirt side. They took your division from the oval side, but your iRating from the dirt side, so that was very confusing to me. I thought it was just taking everything from the dirt side, which made sense in the results when it said I was D2. Because I am that on oval, but on the dirt, I'm D1, so I'm happy about that. But hopefully we can have a pretty good race here. Held on to 4th. Outside gets a lot of momentum.
You guys want to go on green, or you want to go on the leader?
I'm surprised he's actually asking about that.
Go on leader.
Going on leader's definitely better. No cautions here, I'm pretty sure, in these cars. It's been a minute since I ran them. I just don't remember for some reason. I think these have no cautions, though. So 30 laps, hopefully this goes by pretty quickly, or pretty cleanly. But going on the leader is a lot better, I feel like, because it doesn't get us jumbled up. Because everybody's waiting on the green, trying to anticipate it, and everybody goes at like the same time. Some people might miss it, or just have the slightest bit slower reaction. But how have you guys been doing this week in your racing? Let me know down below.
Alright, man, we're going green next time.
This week's been pretty decent. I think I looked at my last 10 races that you can look at in your profile, and my last 9 I've done pretty well in. Like the 10th one, I think I finished like 8th. That's because I started 16th in it. Every other one's been like finishing pretty well and gaining iRating, which is the main thing, which is great. The only one I might not have gained was on the modified, like the oval side. I think I finished 3rd in that and lost like 3 iRating or something like that. I know you don't really want to be up this high this early, but I just didn't want to run into the guy below me or anything like that. Bottom's definitely going to have grip in the beginning. We're probably going to be side by side for a little bit, which is fun. This track makes for some good racing in like all cars. Because you could run the bottom or top for a little bit. I don't really want to be all the way up at the wall. I want to be like just above the slick 9 car. Trying to slide his way in there. Getting a little too sideways up top on 3 and 4. I feel like there's grip at the bottom of 3 and 4 for a long time. And there's definitely more grip up top in 1 and 2. Most of the time. That's just how this track goes, though. That was a very good corner. Trying to run like the middle-ish lane, because it seems to be going well for me in both corners. I ran around this 11 car in my last practice a lot, so I know he's pretty quick. We got a run on him there. He's gonna get it a little bit off. We got a pretty good run on him though. Through 1 and 2, he went a little too sideways. Try not to run into the back of him. I know he's got speed, especially when it wears out a decent amount. Able to get to his outside barely, but we did. That was super close. I was a little too sideways coming off of the corner. I'm happy I didn't hook him. That was really close. But you see there his grip there in 3 and 4 where he kind of pulled off. Because 3 and 4 just hold the grip better at the bottom for a while. It's really weird. They're working that bottom really well though below me. Damn, that 3 and 4 has a lot of grip. Cause I just lost like basically 2 positions in 1 corner there. Five car is losing his lead, it looks like. Alright, so being up top this time did not work out. Fuck. I know the bottom's gonna go away sooner or later. That grip in 3 and 4 is just working for them. But big tracks like this in these cars, I don't know why. I just struggle in these cars at bigger tracks. Because you really have to find the right lane, keep your car straight, and you'll be fast. But for some reason, in these cars, I definitely struggle with that. I was doing that a lot in practice too, like running high in 1 and 2, low in 3 and 4. It kind of works. They might hit in front of me. We do have a lap car coming up, which is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens there. See if I can try to run these guys back down or not, run the bottom. These cars just bog down so much when you don't keep up the speed. Like, you can physically hear it. It's weird. 3 cars trying to work that high side again. Well, everybody's on the low side now. 11 went up top. He was pretty quick up there, though, when it got pretty worn out. In my practice, he was pretty fast up there. I think we're running faster laps at the bottom right now, though. Seems like it at least. Do not hit the tire. Did that a couple times in practice that I don't want to do anymore. And the wall, ow. Oh, the guy behind me did the same thing. Please don't give me a wheel damage though, because sometimes these cars are really dumb with wheel damage. Really don't want to hit your back end on the wall like that because your front end comes back around. I'm happy I didn't flip like the car behind me did. Holy shit. He really fucked up. I fucked up really bad, but he did it a little bit more. But it just kept sliding off that corner. Well, lap car, they're running both ways.
So deep on it.
Lap car is running, well, lap car is running the high side. He has been the whole time, so really if he just holds his line, you can't really fault him for that because people are running too wide behind him. Not like down the straightaway, but in the corners, people are running both lanes. You can't really fault him for holding his line, but it is hard to pass people. I have just lost the pack though.
Lap car, get out of the way.
He's holding his line. I don't fault him for that. At least he's not running a different line each corner. He's ran the top the entire time. Because if he goes to the bottom, he's still in the way of people down there. That dust makes it kind of hard to see, but I love it. It's so great. Lap car definitely made some things interesting for people. Everybody got by him pretty quick though, it looks like. Less than 10 laps left already. I didn't even hear my spotter say 10 laps ago. It might have been when I was smacking the wall. But these cars, I can get right up on the wall. Late models, I hit my back end on the wall all the time, so I definitely am better at running the wall in these. They're a little shorter. But I think I always think, well, even before these were out, I always hit my back end on the wall in the late models because I felt like the car was shorter than it was, and it wasn't. But this car is like perfect length for my thought process on when I try to run a wall.
Really?
Oh, Jesus.
It says outside you for a reason. Don't mean keep coming
That
out
was the
there
leader.
twice.
That was unfortunate. But as soon as I got out of the gas, it just kicked me sideways. That really sucks. So I just lost 2 spots for basically no reason. I was gonna try to go lower than them because he was just spinning right there. I don't know what the hell happened to him. I didn't see. I was trying to focus on just running the wall. I just heard all of a sudden
Learn how to drive.
slow car up high, and then I see it in front of me. That was unfortunate, very unfortunate. We're definitely gonna lose iRacing in this race, fuck. We had like 9 races straight of pretty good results. This is definitely the one that's bad. Which I kind of saw coming in a way. Cause I do struggle in these cars on bigger tracks. Do my best to adapt to it. Oh, that guy's in the wall. Please get one of the spots back. The guy in front of me literally just phased through him. That was weird. I want to go back and see what happened to that leader though. It is getting very bumpy too. This track is super bumpy, man. I don't even know which car got into him. Who's the leader? 6 car? It might have been him. Because I know the 9 was in the lead. Because he was saying to the lap car that they're running high.
Good race, fellas. Good race.
9's gonna chime in. I'll bet, buddy.
Yeah, that was a good race.
Alright. Well, we ended up finishing 7th. That's unfortunate. We should have finished 5th, really. Oh, I think the 11 got into him because the 9 just ran to the back of the 11. I want to go and see what happened to him. Where is he? The 9?
Because I think that wasn't a side job. You gave me a right rear.
Oh, he wasn't in the lead at this point.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'll take you to that rear.
What happened here?
It's a slider if it's clear. Don't come up if it's not clear. And then you ran a groove off the top, and I went to the outside, and then you put me in the wall again.
Well, the
Learn how to
9
drive.
bumped him there. The 9 got out there. That's for sure. The 9 definitely got out there. And then he just got sucked into the wall, which really sucks. If I would have just stayed on the high side, I would have been fine. That's unfortunate. Because it was hard to tell which way his car was going to go. But if I would have stayed high, I would have just scooted right by him. But with him spinning like that, I wasn't sure where he was going. That's unfortunate. I didn't even see this happening until the 4 went low. But by the time I made my decision, his car was like this, and I thought I was going to be able to go low. But his car straightened out, and I could have just scooted right by. So that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh well. That happens. Could have finished 5th if that was the case, but that happens. Where did I really mess up? Because I know I just lost a ton of time to people when I was on the high side early. Because the 3 and the 9, or 3 and the 6 that is, not the 9. I was running high side and they were just killing me on the bottom there. And I just lost so much time to them. Never could gain it back. And then, where did I smack the wall real hard? Because the guy behind me did it too. It was kind of funny. Because where's the car behind me? Okay, so we already did it. We already smacked the wall. Where's the car behind me? Right here. He did the same thing I did, except he did it on the high side. He flipped. Because I go up, smack the wall like that, and he rides the wall and flips. We literally did like the same thing, and it's unfortunate for him because he definitely got a worse way of it, and he landed upside down too, which sucked. He would have landed on his wheels, but I would have gotten out of the car as well. Luckily, mine just like bounced off the wall. That sucked though. I just slid way too hard off of that corner. Back end caught it, front end goes right around. I'm happy it didn't flip me though. I thought the guy behind me was gonna catch me, but then I see him flipping in my mirror. But started 4th, fell back to 7th. Did not run too well. I need to get better at big tracks like this. They had a pretty good battle up front, it looks like. I want to go to the end, see if. Oh wow, the 6 ended up winning it. He was the one that passed me. And then the 3 was second. They were the ones running the fucking bottom the whole time. How the hell did they get to the lead? That's amazing. I was saying on how hard it was to pass. He went from 5th to 1st, and that guy went from 12th to 2nd. They were just ripping that bottom. 3 went up there. The 6 car was just getting that bottom, like, middle lane, and it was working for him. That's crazy. He was, like, diving it in deep, but not going all the way up the track. 11 gets into the back of 5 a little bit. Probably slowed the 11 up some. 3 and 4 is just where he was killing people. Holy crap. That was fast on the bottom 3 and 4 still. And 3 car just kind of followed him once he saw that he was getting up there. They just keep the car so straight and steady. Like, that's amazing on how well they keep it straight. Because, like, they're not sideways hardly at all. Dives it in pretty hard, lets off the gas. Okay. I need to work on that at big tracks like this, is driving like this in these cars. Because I'm so used to the late models where you kind of need to keep in the gas to keep it straight. These cars, if you let off some, you can go straight pretty easily and just kind of roll it. That's a good thing. That's things I like to do with people that are doing that well and something completely different than I am. Try to get in their car and hear their throttle and see their tires on how they're driving it. And kind of learn off of that and then practice it. But started 4th, finished 7th for me. Not the best results. Gonna definitely lose some iRating, but it's a learning process. These cars are still relatively new, so I'm still trying to learn bigger tracks like this. I've gotten down like smaller tracks, I feel like, better. Because I do run better there. Big tracks like this and Eldora and Knoxville, I feel like I'd struggle with a little bit more, but always going to learn and get better. So let's go see how much iRating we end up losing out of this one. Alright, results are in. Strength of field was 2,500. That's a pretty high strength of field overall. Because I know I was car number 2 and I lost 40. Damn. I gained 45 at the last race, lost 40 in this one. A lot of high iRatings though. What was number 1? He didn't even race. And I know he was in the lobby. I don't know if he was trying to tank his iRating or he had something to do. He probably had something to do, is my guess. I don't know. I don't recognize the name, but he had good iRating. He was probably like 39, 50-ish, around there. And probably just over that, I think 54 with that math. But yeah, pretty good iRatings throughout the whole field. Lowest was only 1,800, like close to the mid 1,800s. Highest was like 39.50 at the time. And a lot of guys, he was at 37... 30 now. He passed me. Like, he jumped me. Where was the 4? 4 was down here. 26. He was almost 2,700. So it was kind of a jump from there, from the 3 to the 4. But then a lot of people around mid 22s, 23s, 24s, 25, 26. Like, a lot of people up there. So pretty good strength of field overall. That's probably one of the higher ones I've been in a long time. In these cars especially. And they were just fast running that bottom. They were really fast. They got that lead. A lot of lead changes, too. That usually does not happen with no caution races. And they had, what, 4 different lead changes? Yeah. A lot of guys led laps. That's interesting. Makes for a good race, at least. I wish I was up there for it, because I was up there for the beginning half, and it was a lot of good racing. A lot of good, clean, close racing. I should have went back to where I almost hooked the 6, I think it was. And I was super close to him, but I didn't hook him. Like, good thing I didn't, because he ended up winning it. Good for him. He was super fast. Same with the 3. I think if the 3 had a few more laps, he would have caught the 6, because he was right on the bumper. But they were running about the same line, so it would have been tough for him to get by. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless. Maybe you guys learned a little bit off of what I was looking at the 6, like my thought process in it, like going in his car, hearing his throttle, he goes in pretty hard, lets off, and just straightens out. He doesn't really get too sideways. So I need to learn that at bigger tracks like this for sure. Next time we go to like Eldora and Knoxville, I'm going to be working on that a lot. Hopefully get better. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see some more racing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.